I mean, if you think about the way that I met Jerry, right? I was in medical school and in business school, but I had a commercial cleaning business, and I was dumping Jerry's wastebasket, as he would say, every day, and only Jerry would tell the janitor to sit down in his office, and he wants to talk, right? And that's literally, how we became connected. And he began to say, something's different about you. Why are you here dumping my trash? I need to know your story. And so at that point, I revealed to him that I was in school and that, this was my company. But as I said, only Jerry would say, hey, as a CEO of a major cable enterprise, sit down. I want to talk with you in the afternoon. I think in some ways Jerry recognized, a little bit of himself inside of me, which was, someone who was gritty, who was working really hard as an entrepreneur to kind of get to the next level. Jerry wasn't, a silver spoon kid, worked really, really hard to get where, he went as a billionaire philanthropist, right? And so I think it was just like a mutual fondness of each other. And then once we got to know each other on a deeper level, it was really our passion for people. I mean, we both genuinely like to help people and, care about the community and people as a whole. I think we both connect really uniquely. When we really got more deeply connected was when I considered a run for Congress back in 2007. So I opened up an exploratory committee for Congress. I had finished up my residency at Thomas Jefferson University. And in many ways, I felt like, a lot of the people that I wanted to help through medicine really didn't even have health care, and how could I really make a difference in people's lives? So for a second, I considered the public sector. And, you begin to line up potential people who could be supporters. And Jerry was one of the first phone calls that I made. And so came into his office, and I remember it like it was yesterday. I'm sitting down and, I'm presenting my case and asking for support, and Jerry says, I'm happy to support you. And I'm getting up, I'm super excited, and he says, sit back down, Keith. I have some things that I need you to help me with. And it was really about, making an impact here in the city. He had some ideas about, putting kids to work and employment. And what we said was, win, lose, or draw, we would work together. I decided not to run. I ended up becoming an executive on loan from the Linfest Foundation to the city of Philadelphia, then working with Mayor Michael Nutter and his administration on reentry, and really began to deepen my awareness around, the criminal justice system and all the above. But it started then, and it's built upon that. I think Jerry always was curious about how to help, young kids. He always believed that what people need is a job, right? And so, he was very, liberal in his thinking about criminal justice and the war on drugs and things of that nature, really realizing that, drugs are very common in America and always have been, but, the way they're handled in the city versus the way they're handled in the suburbs, he recognized that early on. And as he would say, people need a job, right? If they don't have a job, what else are you going to do? So he was curious about ways to think through that. I helped him connect a little bit deeper to the issue. And Jerry, he likes to place big bets. I think that's the common thread throughout all of his philanthropy. He invests in people and organizations. And I think that's, as I said, the common thread through all of his philanthropy. Jerry, as I said, is someone who can engage and connect with everyone who is colorblind, who is socially, economically blind. It is who you are as a person. That's who Jerry connects with, right? And so if more people had, Jerry's view of life, we'd have a much better city, we'd have a much better world. Besides the fact that he is an incredible person, a warm person, he will be irreplaceable. This is definitely, not once in a generation, not once in, a lifetime, but once in, the next 1,000 years. I mean, seriously, Jerry is just such an incredible person as far as his ability to connect and his passion, for giving. That is just unprecedented. And I wish that our regions, because we have wealth in the region, but others who are in the region who are as wealthy, who have succeeded him, who are currently on the rise, that they would, adopt his approach of connecting with people and betting big. It doesn't have to be the same issue, but empowering these organizations. Everyone has a different passion, but stepping in, not sitting on the sidelines, using their brands and the leverage that they have to lead in philanthropists. We need that as a city.